There are tons of new video games being released every year. Most of them get okay ratings, with some being worse and some being better. And unsurprisingly, there are certain games that manage to become insanely popular among players, with the current most popular game being Fortnite Battle Royale. However, there is a certain game that managed to remain relevant throughout the years, and I would even go as far as to say that it might be the best game in the history of gaming. Today, I'd like to introduce you to it. Look at those amazing graphics! Look at the Shrek, look at the donkey, at the outhouse! Of course, those amazing side panels as well. What was the last time you saw those in a game? Now, if you ask me, this absolute masterpiece is already off for a great start. However, I'd like to go further and look at the actual gameplay elements that it can offer.
If you jump here, you can grab a hold of them vines. Alright, looking sharp. Now use your left and right arrows to shimmy along the vine. When you're ready to drop off, hit the down arrow. Almost there.
Of course, this game wouldn't be as amazing without the great difficulty it has. As you see, I'm struggling to finish this specific moment, and I spent about 5 or 6 minutes here. I'm going to cut out most of it so you don't have to sit through the entire thing. And the element you're about to see is just a further proof of how considerate the creators of this game were. They've implemented a TV screen into the game that allows you to watch all of your favorite TV shows while you're playing it. Let's see what's going on there.
What is up, Drama Alert Nation? I'm your host, Killer Keemstar. Let's get right into the news.
Actually, you know what? I think it's going to be better for everyone if we don't. Let's just step away from this and do something else instead.
Are we there yet? How about now? I was just kidding. Seriously though, now? You know what I've been thinking? We should start a band. Hey, that reminds me, who brought over?
Shrek, doesn't this reek of an ambush?
Actually, that might be me. That wedding invitation's kind of coming back on me. Sorry. Donkey! Yeah, sorry, Shrek. Hey, look! That dude just ran off with our wheel! I'll go take a look. Shrek, please don't go out there. You heard what she said. Something ambush.
Relax, Donkey. I'm an ogre. Unless you know of a four-legged beast who could...
And as we're approaching the first action scene of the game, I want to be extra careful since there's a lot of trees around. You never know what's hiding behind them.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Scarce here.
What a pansy!
Finally, we have defeated the bandits. Now we can move on and look at what's going to happen to our characters in the next part of this intriguing story.
Ooh, Shrek, you showed them. Yeah, those bandits didn't stand a chance against you. First it was bam, then it was kapow, then it was I can't feel my legs, I can't feel my legs.
Well, the wheel's back on. Guess we can resume this magical journey.
Finally, our heroes came to far, far away. Fiona's parents were quite curious to see what their new son-in-law looked like. Needless to say, Shrek failed to meet the royal expectations.
Man, this is taking forever. Hey, if people wanted to read, they'd buy a book, all right?
To make a long story short, the king and Shrek sniped at each other over dinner.
Making Fiona all sad.
And suddenly, a fairy godmother appeared.
You know what, Alistair? I got it from here. She's all like, oh, you can be beautiful again. Just marry my son, Prince Charming. But of course, Fiona's having none of it. Why? 2 words. Shrek. So what does this nasty crone do? She goes to threaten the king instead.
And the next morning, the king invited Shrek on a hunt. But all was not as it seemed.
I, of course, smelled a rat right away. So I figured I'd tag along, you know, just to be on the safe side. Deeper and deeper.
It looks like we've been dropped off in the middle of the forest, which is quite an unfortunate situation, since more trees usually means more tree dwellers.
Hey, what's up, guys? 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 Hey, what's up, guys?
Obviously, since this game is so hard, there were some moments where I couldn't handle it, and unfortunately my character perished into dust.
With any luck, I'll come across another of those.
Of course, this amazing game is just filled with suspense. As you can see right now, we've gotten ourselves into quite the situation, which, to be completely honest, could have been easily avoided.
Are you crazy? Are you out of your mind?
Ah, Shrek! Help! They got me!
Angad!
Oh my God, Shrek! Help! It's a pirate with a tail and galoshes.
Excuse me, I am a musketeer. My name is Puss in Boots.
You are a pirate in galoshes.
What are you talking about? I look good in this. These boots are Italian leather. They accentuate my... Enough! I am here to kill the ogre. Prepare to die.
Of course, what would the game be without boss fights? And as you say, I'm struggling to fight this specific boss, or rather to find a strategy on how to fight it. However, soon enough I realized I just need to hit the ground once the boss is on the ground.
Come on, Shrek, we talking about a cat here, not something. Woo, what an epic battle! If it was fiction, nobody'd believe it.
And now, senor, prepare to feel my blades cold, sweet kiss.
Are we supposed to pat him, or what?
Nah, he's a goner. Let's just watch.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, gotcha! Who's in the cat box now?
You have defeated me, senor. I await your pleasure.
You heard the man, Shrek. Pleasure his awaitance. Take him down. Yeah!
What? No, donkey. I don't hurt little kitty cats.
Yeah, you do. You eat kitty cats for breakfast. You turn them inside out and wear them as hats. You pulverize them. You...
Never. They make scratchy hats, and they taste greasy.
So be it. Then I must become your faithful companion.
Think again, Hot Sauce, because that job is taken.
As repayment for sparing my priceless storied life. After all, I was sent here to kill you.
Sent here? By whom?
Why, the king, of course.
I knew it. I knew it. Never trust a cat who wears mink, Shrek. It's redundant, first of all.
Why is the king so against Fiona and me living a happy life together?
Oh, well, if all you want is happiness, then you need to see the fairy godmother. The offices of the most eminent one in all the land lie not far from here. Permit me to escort you thence.
Do you know how to get...
And on this note, I would like to end the review of this amazing game. If you liked it, leave a like, subscribe, and don't forget to dab on them haters.